get the find
Yeah.
the stand.
Why did she reference it? For what topic?
That's a very good question.
So we will talk about it today. Okay, yeah, give it to her.
It was to show the proof of enthusiasm and sahas there with the
Right. Yes. We will talk about that definitely today. Okay. So let's start with the Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Dhriti Utsaha Samanvita Dhriti
वादी दृष्टि उत्साह समान्वी
Siddhi Asityo Nirvikara
No, I'm going over there. I'm just trying to fix it up right now.
Karta Satvika Uchyate Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Dhriti Utsaha Samanvita Siddhi Asiddhyo Nirvikara Karta Satvika Uchyate. Okay, anybody from Prabhuji's side wants to lead the recitation? Anybody? Okay, give him the mic please to Suresh Prabhu.
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Utsaha Samanvita.
Let others repeat after you after each one. Yeah, do the first one.
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi Utsaha Samanvita. Siddhi Asiddhyo Nirvikara Karta Satvika Uchyate.
Pass it to anybody else who wants to. Yes, Prabhu.
मुक्त संगो नमवादी
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
धृत्य उत्साह समन्विता सिद्धि असिद्ध्यो निर्विकार कर्ता सात्विक उच्यते
Mataji's side, who wants to lead it? Anybody? Okay. Malaysia wants to lead. You have the mic.
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
Utsaha Samanvita. Siddhi Asiddhyo Nirvikara. Karta Satvika Uchyate.
One more. Anybody else?
Yeah, Mataji, new Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, you try, ask her.
Thank you.
Mukta Sango Naham Vadi
मुक्त संगो नामवादी
Nritya Utsaha Samanvita
धृत्य उत्साह समन्विता
Siddhi Asiddhyo Nirvikara
सिद्धि असिद्ध्यो निर्विकारा
Karta Satvika Uchyate.
कर्ता सात्विका उच्यते.
Okay. So we'll go through the translation. Jesus Prabhu, read the translation for us.
One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness.
Okay. Do you want to give us a quick takeaway from the verse? What you get out of it?
I have to read it again because one who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. But I would say that one person who performs his activities without waiting for any fruitive results, that person is in the mode of goodness. That person is not waiting for any results from his activities. I think he just leaves it to Krishna for his activities to have a result.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. When I first read through this verse, there were a number of verses that, words that stuck out for me, So I wanted to highlight those today and talk a little bit more about it in addition to understanding what Srila Prabhupada is trying to say here. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature. First thing that I was thinking is, how does one perform his duty without association with the modes of material nature? When I first read it, I didn't know. But Srila Prabhupada answers it in the very first sentence. So we look at it when we read the purport, okay? But what is our duty? What is false ego? With determination and enthusiasm, Gopi Baba mentioned she used this verse as a reference during her talk, right? When they were talking a few weeks ago. So what is enthusiasm, great determination? How does it apply to this? What we do? And then without wavering, then working in the mode of goodness. So these are some of the things I wanted to talk about today. Yeah. So let us now look at the purport from Srila Prabhupada. Bhaktavi, why don't you read the purport?
Who?
Bhajigovinda. Yes, thank you.
Purport of Srila Prabhupada. A person in Krishna consciousness is always transcendental to the material modes of nature. He has no exceptions, he has no expectations for the result of the work entrusted to him, because he is above false ego and pride. Still, he is always enthusiastic to the completion of such work. He does not worry about the distress undertaken. He is always enthusiastic. He does not care for success or failure. He is equal in both distress and happiness. Such a worker is situated in the mode of goodness.
Do you want to share a little bit about what you took away?
So talking about a worker in the mode of goodness. This worker is focused. This worker is not being deviated by other things like his ego. He's not being deviated by distress or happiness. He is one point focused on the service that he is doing, on the activity that he is doing.
Nice. So I wanted to go back to this verse again. I highlighted some of these verses, right? Like you said, he's focused and with determination, and he knows what he's doing, or he knows what he wants to. At least he knows, it seems like. Do any of us have questions about what it is that we need to do? Or what is false ego? I want to start with what is false ego. Anybody knows what is false ego? Yes, can you borrow the mic? Right, Rupa?
False ego is I, me, and mine.
Okay. But that's ego is also I, right? Like I am means ego, true ego. What is false ego?
I own. This temple is mine. Everything belongs to me. That's like
Yeah,
false ego.
yeah, but I
I'm
think.
the controller.
But I think those are right, but it might also come from a good place. Like you might be a really good devotee and you feel like these deities are mine and this temple is mine, I want to take care of them. Not just, like from a bad or controlling I'm the boss of this place, everybody listens to me. Not from an ignorant place, but from a good place, right? So what is the key difference between true ego and false ego? I'm looking for something specific, a word.
So, Prabhuji, like, true ego is we're serving Krishna.
Mm.
And false ego is that I'm something and I'm God.
Okay, I'll share it.
Just the opposite of servant. It's like I'm boss, you know.
Oops, looks like you saw the answer. Yeah. Yeah. No, not you, somebody else. Yeah.
She
Yeah,
wants to say?
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking for the difference between true ego and false ego.
Let's start with what is false ego.
False ego. I have to come up with what is true ego first. May I please?
Okay, quickly.
Okay. A true ego, according to me, is not being humble. False ego is
Wait. True ego means not being humble? That's what I heard.
My bad. True ego is we think that we have humility. We think that we have no humility. My bad. True ego means we have no humility.
No humility.
No humility.
Wait, true ego?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, I confused everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give it away.
Okay. Let's go with that. Okay, yeah. Oscar. Did you see what I flashed on?
Initially, before you showed it, I was going to say identifying with the bodily conception.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for knowing the answer before I flashed it on. That's what I was looking for. So, that's what I took on. We are the body and we have bodily designation. So, well, I should have asked you, identify yourself. Identify yourself.
I'm a spirit soul.
Now you know the answer. Yeah. But when somebody asks you outside, what would you say?
Say again? Give me the
When somebody asks you outside, who are you?
I'm Oscar.
Yeah. And? That's it?
Well, it depends what the follow-up question.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a coach.
Yeah. And we identify ourselves saying, I'm from America or I'm from India, I'm an engineer, I'm doing PhD, I'm doing postdoc in your case, I work on renewable energy in Praveen's case, I'm a software engineer, I'm trying to go to college in Gopi Baba's case, or I'm a civil engineer in your case, or I'm a businessman. Everything that has to do with our body that we currently have, right? Very rarely we speak about anything else. So that's what false ego means. And we get really busy pleasing our senses based on this false, not the false, but the material designations. We become really busy trying to please our senses. So in the verse we also saw the word duty. What is our duty? Who wants to take a guess about what is our duty? I mean, if you guys don't raise your hands, I will nominate somebody. So it's better to raise a hand and give me an answer. Ask the Mataji, do you want to take a guess what is our duty?
So I think that it's our work, the things are responsibilities of life, right? So my responsibility towards my child, my responsibility to be bringing home the finances that we need to sustain our family. Those are the duties. We think we made the choice of where we are, but it's Krishna is the proprietor. We have made no choice. So basically thinking about wherever we are today is because of Krishna's will. He is the proprietor, he is the controller, he is everything. So he put me there for a reason that he wants me there. So just doing what we are doing and thinking always of the back of the mind that this is to serve the Lord. So doing the duty of doing your responsibilities, fulfilling your responsibilities towards your family, towards the finances that you need towards provide for everything or contribute in the providing for everything in the family. In my understanding, that's what this meant in the verse.
Okay, all right. So let's see. I went with we identify ourselves with the body, right? And most of what you said also relate to, meeting of bodily needs, right? I didn't hear anything else. I think I heard you say also about serving Krishna. So there's a little bit about serving Krishna. That's good. But first we said false ego means we identify ourselves with our body, right? But what our real duty is knowing who we really are. First we need to know that. Who are we? We said, we identify ourselves with our body, like we give designations like, which country we are from, what job we do. We let the designations define us. But there's something more to it, right? And is it just enough to know who we really are? Who are we, according to Bhagavad Gita? Where does it say?
Atma.
Okay, who said that?
Soul.
Right.
Soul.
So, and which chapter does it say that?
It says repeatedly, I think, through many
Yeah,
chapters.
but first time. Chapter 2, right? Don't ask me for verse, I think it's 13, but I don't have it, I need to look it up. And is it enough to just know that we are not the body but the soul?
No.
No? Who said that? Okay. Then what are we supposed to do? It's not enough, so what?
It's not enough to know that we're just the soul. We also need to know our constitutional position in relation to Krishna.
And know that and leave it at that? What are we supposed to do?
It's not like higher answer, but like it's
Yeah.
we need to find our swarupa spiritual.
Yeah, but we have to do something, right?
Yeah.
Not just know. Knowing is full knowledge. Yes. Go, right,
You won't be able to know or develop this understanding like who I am, because like the soul, as a soul, you're a servant of Krishna. So what you have to do is you have to train yourself and do services.
So activity, right? Knowing is not enough. You have to
Yeah.
follow it up with some
With
sort
actions.
of actions,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Dovetail our activities to the line of Krishna consciousness. Dovetail.
Dovetail our activities, yes. So, and can you learn about these topics about who we really are, like self-realization, and then what we are supposed to do, knowing that you are not the body but the soul? Can you just know about these things by yourself, sitting at home? No? Okay, that's the right answer. Where can we find the answer then?
434 Bhagavad Gita.
Wow, Mataji, somebody spoke about it, right? A few weeks ago. Somebody spoke about that verse, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, the Bhakta B guy, which he changed it into Bhaglo in the, after he changed it into the first class he gave. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see.
Right. So that's right. You're paying very good attention. So that's the answer I said. BG 434. And what happens if we try to do these things and learn these things by ourselves? What happens?
1623.
Well, good. But I want the answer from the class he gave. Good. We fall down, we get hurt, right? We fall down from high places. There are already snakes. You remember the snakes and ladders he showed? Anybody remember? Right. You fall down from the ladders. You won't let a little baby up on a ladder, right? Like I have Gaur Hari. Would I let him go up the ladder? Because he needs to progress?
Can he go up the ladder anyways?
He might, but I keep the ladder away. But I don't have to access. Right. And what is the answer? The answer is in 434. It says, approach your Guru, right? Submissively ask questions and render service. That's what 434 says. But what is the answer to these questions? Know who we really are, and is it enough? Is it enough just to know? What is the answer? So I found two verses that give us the answer. We'll take a look at them briefly. Yeah. So the first one, well, Bhagavad Gita already says we are not the body, we are the soul. But that's just the basic level of understanding, right? We need to do more than just that, as Gopi Baba said, as Radhika Rupa said. So what is a better understanding of who we really are? So let's look at the verse 13, 18. Don't read the Sanskrit part. I just want somebody to read the English portion. Vishnu, read the verse quickly. English, just English.
I am not a Brahman.
Yeah, take
I am
it.
I am not a Brahman, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya or a Shudra, nor am I a Brahmachari, a householder, a Vanaprastha or a Sannyasi. I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar and he is the cause of universal transcendental bliss. He is always existing with brilliance.
Okay, so that gives us a better identification than just I am a soul, right? Yeah, even if you are a soul, you have to get to this level of understanding that I'm not independent, you know, that I identify myself as a servant of a servant. And what do, it's not just for you, for everybody, what do servants do? Serve? And what type of serve or service are we supposed to do? Devotional service, right? Easy question, right? Okay, so Oscar, why don't you read this one? I want you to read this verse.
Bhakti, or devotional service, means engaging all of our senses in the service of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of all the senses. When the spirit soul renders service unto the Supreme, there are two side effects. One is freed from all material designations, and one's senses are purified simply by being employed in the service of the Lord.
So this talks about the activities we need to do, right? Not just the identification, you know, how we are supposed to identify, but what are we supposed to do so that we get freed from those material designations. And what did the material designations, what did we call them at the beginning of this class? False ego. So that's how you get out of the false ego, is first you identify yourself, not just, yes, soul, that's the basic level of understanding, but the next level of understanding is you have to become the servant of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. That's what the previous verse, this one said. And once you identify that way, you have to engage your senses in pleasing the senses of the Supreme Lord. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you go from your false ego to your true ego. These are the things we need to do. So, and we also said in 434, well, before we go, yeah, can you serve Krishna directly? I gave the answer.
Can you self Krishna?
Serve. Can you serve Krishna directly? It says, this verse says, engage your senses in the service of the Lord. So can you serve Krishna directly? Today, you saw this verse and you want to go home and you decide to, I'm going to start serving Krishna. No? Okay. So what are you supposed to do? Just stay at home?
Go back to verse 434.
Okay. Yes. Go back to, and what did it say? What does 434 say?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No, render service to a self-realized soul.
Yeah, so first,
Knowledge will be imparted.
first you have to approach that soul, right? First thing is approaching that soul. So we accept a sincere devotee as a spiritual master. First, that's the first thing we do. Because we can't serve Krishna directly, we first go to a spiritual master, right? and we serve his devotees by following his instructions. His meaning the Lord's devotees. That's what I'm trying to say. We serve his devotees by following his instructions. That's what 434 says, right? You serve the spiritual master. You approach the spiritual master, you serve the spiritual master, and in between you ask submission. That's where the teaching happens. from the spiritual master. So, who did this in our way of life? Who's the person close to us, dear to us, who followed this path as well? Srila Prabhupada. That's what Srila Prabhupada did as well, right? What did he do? He accepted a spiritual master and he made his teachings, his instructions, his life and soul. His life and soul. That means not just he didn't listen and then just let it go out from the other ear. He internalized those instructions and then he made them come true by working really hard with enthusiasm, with determination. That's what we're going to speak a little bit about. So what happens okay, so what happens when we go to a guru? What happens when we go to a guru? Yeah? What do we receive from the guru? So what is siksha? What does siksha mean? Knowledge. So who said instructions? Yeah, good. That's also true. It's not just the teachings, right? The spiritual master will say, he will give you specific instructions. So from our spiritual master, we receive teachings, but also we receive specific instructions. That's called siksha. So that's the first thing. And what will the siksha result in? What will it give us? What is it supposed to give us? Quickly. Yeah. Yeah, you go first and then she quickly. Yes.
Towards clarity and helps us in discipline.
I like the word clarity better. Yeah, and discipline also, but yes, clarity more important. Yes, Asta Mataji?
Your knowledge, transcendental knowledge.
Okay.
What is important? The fact that we are not this body. That only comes to, that's why we have in the pranama, that's what you said, that Guru is giving us that kajal of knowledge. So that's in darkness. In the darkness of material world, we never would have we could never realize what is real. Serving the
Okay, so let's look here. I simplified it a little bit. From the teachings, we should get a real sense of purpose. What are we supposed to do and why are we supposed to do? Both of them. Okay? And our siksha should result in improving the quality of what? From siksha, what should also happen? What should it lead to? Quick, one word answer. Yes.
Devotion to Krishna.
Well, you jumped a lot. But next from siksha, it's supposed to lead to. Anybody else wants to take on?
Quality of service.
Again, it's a little too far from what I'm looking for. Sadhana, right? What does sadhana mean? Practice. What are we practicing? No, what is the way? When we do sadhana? What is the way of doing sadhana for us in ISKCON, Orlando, in ISKCON? Yeah. Chanting and reading. Serving is later. First, sadhana is chanting. And what do we chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And what is the meaning of the mantra that we just chanted? Yes, Bhagavanda.
Oh, energy of the Lord, please engage me in your loving service.
Oh, energy of the Lord, please engage me in your loving service. And before I spend more time on sadhana, I'm sorry. Our shiksha should result in improving the quality of our sadhana. So the shiksha, the teachings, and also the instructions should lead you to do better chanting. And it should help you get more out of your reading. Right? So if you don't have a sense of purpose, if you don't know why you're doing the things you're doing, like chanting, why am I chanting? If you don't know this, then can you do a real good job? If you don't know the purpose, if you don't know why you're doing the things you're doing, can you do a good job? Like, if you're driving a car, who has a car here? Everybody, almost everybody has a car. If you don't know where you want to go, but you're driving the car, is there any meaning to that activity? You just got in the car and you're just driving. Right? So, if our Siksha is not leading to good sadhana, that means we are lacking faith in the instructions. We're lacking faith in the instructions from the Guru. We're lacking faith in the Siksha that's being given to us. And we said, sadhana is, we chant, right? And we chant the Mahamantra. And when we chant sincerely and without offenses, we're supposed to notice a change within ourselves. What is that change? We just read in one of the 2 verses I flashed on the screen. What is it going to lead to?
Purify our senses.
Purify our senses, right? So it purifies our heart, actually. Purifies our heart. So, and also, when we do sadhana sincerely, that means we're chanting sincerely, we're reading Srila Prabhupada's books, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and his purports. That's where his instructions to us are. The books are there. Thousands of people wrote about Bhagavad Gita, but Srila Prabhupada wrote the Bhagavad Gita as it is with the instructions, right? That's what we get our lessons from. And if we do the sadhana properly, then what should it? Yeah, Srila Prabhupada. So it should result in increased enthusiasm and determination to do what? Increased enthusiasm and determination to do what?
Follow the instructions.
To?
Follow the instructions.
To do service. Because sadhana, I jumped again, sadhana should lead to service again, should lead to seva. And to do that seva in the right mood, if we do a sadhana nicely, sincerely, with intensity and purity, right? Chant with intensity and purity, then you will get the result of the good sadhana is enthusiasm and determination. And so when you do sadhana, oh energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service, right? That's what the meaning is. So then Krishna gives us those opportunities. The opportunities present themselves in front of us. And are we able to accept them or are we not able to accept them? If we accept the service and we perform it in the right mood, what is supposed to happen? Or what will happen, do you guys think? When we accept the service, you get your Siksha, which is leading to sadhana, right? And if you do the sadhana, when you have faith in the Siksha, and you do your sadhana sincerely, it results in enthusiasm to accept seva. And when you do the seva in the right mood, what is supposed to happen? Yes, Prabhu.
Change of consciousness.
Change of consciousness. You?
Will develop love for Krishna.
Nice, yes. So, I said it should increase the conviction in your Guru's teachings. That means you start believing it. Faith becomes firm faith. That means you become, you're not just doing it blindly to develop faith, you now start feeling the faith. Okay? So, and if you're not able to accept the seva opportunities, we have to reflect. We have to reflect, what's going on. I chanted and I asked Krishna, "Oh energy of the Lord, please give me an opportunity to serve you." And Krishna gave me an opportunity to serve, but then I said, "Not now. Please come back later." You're telling Krishna, please come back later. Right? So if we are not able to access the seva opportunity, we have to reflect on the reasons and the hurdles that prevented us. And revisit the Siksha again. That's what I wrote. Okay? So, who quickly from the Puranas, are there any examples of personalities who got the Siksha, did sadhana nicely, and then resulted in exemplary seva? Any examples?
Dhruva Maharaj?
Yes. What is the who gave him Siksha? Yeah, he gave the answer. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Narad Muni. But also his mother initially, right? Initially mother, but then he got the mantra from Narad Muni, and then he performed sadhana. He meditated on the mantra from Narad Muni. And was his intentions just to please Krishna when he started? No, right? He had ulterior motives. That means he wanted material gains, but in the beginning. But when he started doing sadhana, what happened? By the time the Lord appeared before him and fulfilled his wishes, what happened? What did he realize?
After seeing the Lord, he realized that he is the ultimate destination.
Yes, that whatever he was trying to get is of lower value and less beneficial than loving Krishna himself, right? So that's important. Who else? Is there any other personality? I'm looking for one more personality famous within our Siksha. Who did he get Siksha from? Narad Muni? Yeah, he wrote Ramayana. Okay. Right. Another young one. Yeah, yeah. He got again. Who was his Siksha Guru? Narad Muni's common character. You know, he's giving nice teachings to all of us. And was he doing sadhana? What was his way of doing sadhana? What was he doing? Chanting the name of Narayana all the time, right? And was he enthusiastic and determined? Who was he preaching to? Demons. His dad was trying to kill him, yet he was preaching to his dad. He was telling his dad, give up your attachments and just chant Hare Krishna. And his dad was trying to kill him. Still he did not stop, right? That's an example of determination. And he was enthusiastic. He was teaching the kids around him in the school. He was teaching the kids what to do. He was very enthusiastic. So also, Prabhupada wrote a few blurbs about what enthusiasm means. So let's look at those. I want somebody to read this if you guys can see it clearly. Maybe somebody from the Mataji side. Radhika Rupa, why don't you read?
Endeavor executed with intelligence in Krishna consciousness is called utsaha, or enthusiasm. The devotees find the correct means by which everything can be utilized in the service of the Lord. Nirbandhaha Krishna sambandhe yuktam viragyam uchyate. The execution of devotional service is not a matter of idle meditation, but practical action in the foreground of spiritual life.
Right. So the last sentence, the execution of devotional service is not a matter of idle meditation. That means you can't just sit around. Practical action in the foreground of spiritual life, but it's practical action. So you have to act. Also, why do we need enthusiasm?
We just have to give an example of that, just to add to that.
Yeah.
Just so that we all can understand what we are doing. Idle meditation is like our chanting we're doing, right? So I won't call it idle, but at least we're doing meditation. But that's not only enough, right? it should result in practical action. Then what we do once a month.
We'll get to the.
Yes.
I'm talking about
Okay.
philosophy right now. There is a. I want to come to what does it mean for each of us. I will get to that.
Yeah. But we should give some examples.
Yeah, definitely. I will. So, why do we need enthusiasm? Let's see what Prabhupada says. Mataji's side. Somebody from the Mataji side. Can you pick up the mic? Yes, Marichan.
One should accept this opportunity to return home back to Godhead very enthusiastically. Without enthusiasm, one cannot be successful. Even in the material world, one has to be very enthusiastic in his particular field of activity in order to become successful. A student, businessman, artist, or anyone else who wants success in his line must be enthusiastic. Similarly, one has to be very enthusiastic in devotional service. Enthusiasm means action, but action for whom? The answer is that one should always act for Krishna. Krishna artha kila cheshta bhakti rasamrita sindhu.
Yeah, I think the key word is at the bottom, right? Enthusiasm means action. Is the proof of the proof that you have enthusiasm means that you're doing things. When we come here at the temple, we know who has enthusiasm, right? We can all say who has enthusiasm because we see some people doing things. Lot of people are doing things. That means a lot of people have enthusiasm. Things are getting cooked in the kitchen. People are helping them. Grass is being cut. It looks beautiful outside. Tulsi is growing well. These things are not happening by themselves, right? Krishna is not doing that. He's getting people to him who are, nicely offering services to Krishna. And what is determination? I want somebody to read about this from Prabhuji said, Rasavigraha Prabhu. Can you read this? What is
determination?
Yeah.
Determination is bodily affair. Determination means continuing to practice Krishna consciousness with patience and perseverance. If one does not immediately attain the desired results, one should not think, oh, what is the Krishna consciousness? I will give it up. No, we must have determination and faith in Krishna's words.
Yeah, so just because you're not getting an immediate result, this is not instant gratification. We have to work. We have to persevere through all the challenges that will come up. And I want to talk about Srila Prabhupada's life. He had a lot of challenges. So let's look at some things he went through, Srila Prabhupada, who is Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master?
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
What was, the answer is there, but what was his instruction from his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada's instruction? Preach in the West. And he performed sadhana for many years to make that happen, right? What did he do? What did he do to prepare? He went to Vrindavan, he gave classes in English for many years. He started printing magazines in English. They're called, Back to Godhead. And at least that, I know he did a lot more, but these I definitely know. And then Prabhupada's plan, originally Prabhupada wanted to be a successful businessman. He was in pharmaceutical business. He wanted to make a lot of money, become successful, and then use the profits to fulfill the instructions of a spiritual master. But he had a lot of challenges, His business did not go well. At home, his wife was not very enthusiastic about his choices of life. In India, when the guests come home and you do the sweeping and then dust the broom in front of the guests, anywhere, it's not just in India, it's considered disrespectful, right? she did things like that when he invited Vaishnavas at home. And also, when he wrote translations of the scriptures, he sold away some of the translations for, you give away the old paper, you get peanuts back. She did that. So those were, pretty challenging circumstances, right? He also, later on, he approached his associates, God brothers, asking him to give him sannyas initiation and then to sponsor his trip to the US. And they said, after his spiritual master passed away, they said, why don't you, they had different plans. They were asking Prabhupada to come fulfill their own plans. So these were challenging situations, right? So professionally, he had no successful business. He had trouble paying his rent. And later on, when he even went to Vrindavan and started working on printing, he had to skip some of his meals to buy the paper and to get the printing done. Skipping some of the meals, imagine that. Not enough money, but still, he had limitless enthusiasm, right? At the age of 70, with nothing in his pockets, he started, he went to that, I forget the name of the lady character, Moraji something, right? Sumati Moraji. And he convinced her to put him on the ship, Jaladuta, and he came over with nothing in his pockets. So he faced so many obstacles. So all these are serious service. Any ordinary man would have given up the orders of a spiritual master, right? They would say, let me fix their focus would be, let me fix my problems first. Let me fix my problems at work, at my profession. That's what we do, right? When things are not going well at office, we get really worked up. We get very worried. Oh my God, there's a project due. Prabhuji, I can't come to service, please. Yeah, please arrange for something. Yeah, there's a project or there's an exam coming up. These are real issues. I'm not belittling them, but Srila Prabhupada, he did not look at these obstacles and he said, oh, woe is me, or pity me, cry me a river. He developed a spiritual vision. And actually there's this verse that he really liked. It seems, when he was facing real challenges, he looked at the situation as Krishna opening doors for him, to fulfill his spiritual master's teachings. That's this verse. I just want somebody to read this verse. Yes, Prabhu, why don't you read?
The personality of Godhead said, if I especially favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Then the relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. In this way, he suffers one disgrace after another.
Right. So he looked at all the difficulties he was going through as Krishna's special mercy upon him. You guys following so far? Yes? Are you guys awake? Check. Okay. So that's before I go there, let me see if there was anything I wrote down. Yeah. So now let's look at, we looked at an example of Prabhupada, right? Examples of Prabhupada's challenges and what he did to overcome those and still do the preaching service, to come here and establish his farm, all of that. But how does this apply to each one of us? So we'll talk about this a little bit. So first thing is, for those who have been coming here regularly, I see very, most of the faces I see almost every week. I see very few new faces. I see 1, 2 actually.
3. Maharaj is there.
Oh yes, 3 new faces, yes. So for the new faces, we request, I don't know, we'll do the introductions. Maybe, are you guys from Orlando? You're just visiting? Okay. Well, but try to visit more often, is all I can say. Right? Those who have been coming, continue to come. And for those who are not coming regularly, come to the temple at least at 4 p.m. every Sunday. We do this every Sunday, so at least come regularly. And so you can get the siksha. You can get siksha. This is what happens. Other classes are much more interesting, I promise. This is the most boring one, but you get siksha by participating in the class, in the lecture, and by singing, kirtan, doing service. You get all of those, and then start taking notes. You see a lot of people are taking notes. I can tell you from personal experience, you have to start taking notes for things to stick, because if we just rely on our intelligence, we are not that intelligent, to be honest. Our memory sucks. By the time I'm done speaking, I forget 90% of what I just said. That's why I write things down. Other people may be more intelligent, but you have to write things down so you can go back and study. Not just listen, but study. Also chant your prescribed rounds. Some people, were initiated, or some people are doing 16 rounds, but for others, I know some of them talk to Dwaipan Prabhu, Shraddhanjali Mataji, or, other people who are encouraging them. Chant the rounds that you've agreed to do or promised to do. That's what I mean by chant your prescribed rounds. Whatever rounds you agreed to do to the, your Siksha Guru, or, the person who's helping you, encouraging you, chant those rounds. And we just said chanting means, oh energy of the Lord, engage me in your service, right? Has anybody seen, I haven't, and I'm guilty of this too. I come to the temple every week, but I'm blind to a very beautiful verse that's sticking right in our faces and talking to us. Has anybody seen the quote from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? Right outside. Has anybody seen it? Not yet. Okay, you've seen it, good. Anybody else, you've seen it? Have you read it? Do you remember it?
I've seen it with my eyes.
Good. Wonderful. You did better than me. I didn't see it with my eyes till I was preparing for this class. Who has a phone? Who has a phone here? Everybody. I want to Gaurav Prabhu, go outside, take a picture, come back and read it.
Oh, where is it? Tell him where is it?
Yeah, go outside and tell me.
Oh, he knows.
You know?
Yeah.
You know somebody? You've seen it?
I've seen it.
Do you remember it?
I think some message about love. The meaning of love in life is this to do.
Oh, amazing, Prabhu. You're paying attention. Please take a picture and read it to all of us.
Go, hurry.
No. Then you won't come back. I know the prasadam is still not given, so you guys will come back. I know. At least for the boxes, you guys will come back.
No, but that's a good idea that you're making it change a little bit presentation style.
Yeah, people are sleeping, so I have to wake them up. Yes, Prabhu, read it out loud with the mic. Somebody pass him the mic.
Life without love is useless. And poor, they say, appoint me in thy service, O Lord, with love as my pay. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Yeah. One of the reasons I love ISKCON is before I went to many temples, nobody told me how I'm supposed to pray and what I'm supposed to pray. Only here in the teachings of Srila Prabhupada and from the teachings of Guru Parampara, we get this type of knowledge. Oh Lord, can you read it again?
Life without love is useless. And poor, they say, appoint me in thy service, O Lord, with love as my pay.
Yeah, it's the same as the Mahamantra, right? In the Mahamantra, we're saying, oh energy of the Lord, engage me in your service. Here he's taking it a bit further, and saying, I'm not with money. Oh Lord, give me money because I'm doing service. Oh Lord, give me a beautiful wife. Or, oh Lord, give me a nice position in the office for my profession. Just give me love. Give me love, right? With love as my payment. So that's why we need to come here, so that we can learn how to pray and what to ask. Because we do puja because we want something material. That's what we did, right? Growing up. Okay, so also for those, as a part of the sadhana, for us here, we're talking about practical application now. Attend the calls on Wednesday evening. We do CC reading, right? Some of you attend, some of you don't attend regularly, but please attend. That's how you will learn more about what Srila Prabhupada is saying. And then on Saturday mornings, we also have a Srimad Bhagavatam class. And then once in a month, right? Seva Saturday. So
Second Saturday.
every second Saturday, yeah? It was really nice last Saturday, so please come. Huh? Yesterday, yes. And also, when an opportunity to serve comes, we spoke about it, right? Siksha, sadhana leads to opportunities to serve. What should we do when the opportunity to serve comes? Grab it, right? And so for those, I know a lot of you do some service, right? Every person that's sitting here, a lot of them, they're doing some service. But for those who are not doing any service, I encourage you guys to, what's the least you can do? What's the least you can do? Ask what? How can I help? Ask, Dwaipan Prabhu, Shraddhanjali Mataji, all the people you're seeing who are doing service, ask them, how can I help Prabhu? Or Mataji, how can I help Mataji? And they'll tell you. Because Krishna is unlimited, right? He has a beautiful form, his energies are unlimited. We can serve him in unlimited ways, but ask the people who are in charge here, and they will engage you, right? So if you are not doing anything, I strongly encourage you to consider picking up a service. And it needs to be steady, right? The point is it needs to be steady. You pick up a service means you do it regularly, week after week, without fail. And for those who are already doing a service or multiple services, we know who they are, right? We see the same similar faces. What is the challenge for us is, can we add one more service? And I'm not saying just add one and then the next week add one more. You have to add, become steady at it, means become good at it, and then think about adding some more, right? Because if you think about work, all of us work here, or we're in college to be able to work. If we say, I'm going to do the same thing year after year, you think you will get a salary increase? I'll do the same thing this year that I did last year. Will you get a pay increase? And if you don't get a pay increase, are we going to be happy? No. So in our professional life, we want to progress very quickly, right? We are very eager to progress. We are very enthusiastic to progress. We want a promotion. We want the next thing. We want to accept the next big challenge. But when it comes to devotion service, Prabhu, time hai. Time hai, Prabhu. What's the rush? Abhi kar raha ho na, ye acha hai. I want to be steady, Prabhu. I want to be steady. And I'm not saying this as I've done it, I've conquered this challenge. I'm not coming from a place, I've done it, right? I've been there, so you guys follow me. No, I'm struggling through this. But this is a challenge that all of us have to face and push ourselves through that. We have to challenge ourselves to, okay, I'm doing these services, can I add one more? Or what can I do to add one more service? That's the challenge. So if you are to the point where you are fully saturated, that means your 24 hours is booked up with sleep, work, services, reading, sadhana. That means you can't do any more, right? Good. Can we dust off our hands? No? What can we do?
Increase the quality.
Yes, yes, increase the quality, but also you can free yourself up by finding somebody to do one of the services. So you become free, right? Right? Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to find somebody. So if you are good at a service, try to find somebody. And where do we find that somebody?
Harinam.
265.
Harinam. We go to Harinam once in a month. Right? We go to Harinam once in a month. We also, being very infrequent, we need to go for book distribution. We distribute books at Harinam, but we are trying to go for book distribution. So we need to bring more people. We are going to Thursday programs to UCF, right? To attract people to do what? So that they do the work you're doing, so you can do more. Right? And if you are to the point where you're fully saturated with your services and you're fully saturated with mentoring the people, then you're done, right? We're done.
No.
No?
No.
Let's stop our hands, Prabhu.
No,
You're
Prabhu.
full. No? What can you do?
Hands are always just here. There's always something more to do.
Yeah, always something more. So you encourage those people to find somebody else, right? You have to, that's what Srila Prabhupada wants us to do. We have to become spiritual masters. We have to be determined. Like he said, you can become more efficient at what you're doing. Right now it's taking me 4 hours to do a service, but can I do it in 2 hours so I can have 2 hours spare to do something else? We have to become good at what we're doing. We have to find people who can do what you're doing so you can become free. And then you have to get them to the point where they can bring more people. Yeah? It's tough, right? And again, I'm not saying from the place where I'm doing this so you guys do it. I'm saying we all have to figure it out. This is the challenge in front of us. Whatever we're doing, we tend to become happy and we think we have a lot of time. Right? That's the reason. We say, well, right now I'm happy, but we don't. Do we know how much time we have left? We think we have a lot of time, but that's the attitude we have, right? We're not doing more because we think we have more time to do the more service part. Yeah?
The reverse timer is already started after the work.
The what?
The reverse timer is already started towards the
Yeah, so we have to have sense of
urgency.
Urgency. So in devotional life, we have to be ready to take risks. It's easier said than done, right? I'm saying all of this. I haven't done it, but I know people who are doing it here. I know people who are pushing themselves. I see them at every service. I see them training other people. And I see them asking those people to train other people. So we are not trying to imitate, but we have to follow the same. We have to follow those instructions, try to do the best we can. And again, if we're not able to do these things, we have to ask ourselves, where is my time going? Because number one excuse we all have is what? I don't have time, Prabhu. And you have to reflect on that, right? Where is my time being spent? And after that Prajalpa class that was given, I started looking at myself, where am I spending my time? I say I'm 8 hours of work, but during those 8 hours, am I working really? Some of us work from home, and are we really using 8 hours to work? Or is that time can be spent in a more productive way for Krishna's service or service of his devotees? We have to ask ourselves. And I can tell you, I can't repeat it at work, but there's a chance for improvement in my case.
Oh, I had this one Bhaja Govinda. He said, we always say we don't have time, but we always find time to waste time.
We always find, we're very good at it too, right? We're very good at, especially with the phones in our hands. We gravitate towards it. Then you don't know by the time you lift your head what time it is. So, So if you're not able to accept the seva opportunities or add the seva opportunities that I'm asking you guys to add, we have to think about where the time is going. We spoke about that, and do we have the enthusiasm to serve to the fullest? So we have to go back to the Shiksha, work on developing. So I said, if you're not accepting the service opportunities, you have to go back to Shiksha. Do I believe in the instructions that I'm getting, first of all? If you don't have faith, then you can't do good sadhana, and if you can't do good sadhana, you can't lead, you can't accept the service opportunities. So it all starts with, do you have faith in the teachings? So our sadhana may not be going with the purity or the intensity that it needs to go. And whatever service we accept, Prabhu, we have to do it with an attitude of gratitude. Because we should be very lucky. You see outside, I don't see one right now, but we got human bodies, first of all, right? So we have the privilege of being able to sit here, listen to the classes, engage our body, use our intelligence to serve Krishna. But if you're a peacock, there's very little service you can do compared to a human body. You can dance for the pleasure of Krishna, that's it. Maybe your peacocks, those feathers can go for decorating Krishna, but you can't do a lot of things. First of all, you have more potential in this life to do more. So are you reaching the full potential of a human body? And are you then tapping into that potential? First, in this life, we have more potential to serve, but then are you tapping into that potential to realize that? Right, so then the challenge is, but so when we are not able to accept the seva, certainly we have some challenges or hurdles, right? So, and I said time can be a constraint, and I know, especially for women, as a husband I can speak, they have their work cut out for them. So I know as a husband that I have to step up to give them some time so that they get their time for siksha, they get their time for sadhana, and then they get their time for seva. So as husbands, I know, when a woman is working and we want her to progress in spiritual life, it's going to be very challenging, especially if we have kids. So all of us husbands have to do a better job. I'm saying that as something for me to do better as well. But also, I wanted to talk about this other part quickly. The hurdles, I heard this in a lecture from BG Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Why we can't do the seva is because of the path syndrome. Does anybody know what this path syndrome stands for?
Double path.
Yes, nice. Huh? Yeah, but there's acronym to it.
Prabhupada affected disease?
Huh?
Prabhupada affected disease?
No. Yeah.
Praise, appreciation. You did.
Determination.
I think she's closer, so we want those things. And I was also thinking it's not just profit, pride. Pride comes in our way, right? Like sometimes we get to do, we may be asked to do a service, and you might say, well, Prabhu, why should I do that service? Let's say if somebody gets asked to clean dishes. Prabhu, can I do something else nicer? Why are you asking me to clean dishes, Prabhu? Or you might be asked to sweep and mop the room, the temple room. You say, Prabhu, I never do that, Prabhu. Can I do so? That's the pride part, right? You're thinking yourself too high. So, but this is what caused the pride and the adoration or the distinction. This is like subtle sex life, he said in the class, that's also bad. That's also a form of sense gratification. And Indra, he created a big deluge. He created big storms in Vrindavan because he was not worshipped. So he forgot that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He needs to serve Krishna, but then he started, no, why are you praying Krishna? You have to pray me. He forgot that actually Vishnu is his brother. Do you guys know that Vishnu or Krishna is Indra's brother as well? No. There's an incarnation. Which incarnation? Which incarnation is Indra's brother? His name is called brother of Indra, Upendra. I thought you guys would know. Vamana, she appeared as he was born to mother of Indra, right? Vamanadev is the brother of Indra, Upendra. He appeared to bring all the lost kingdoms of Indra back to him from Bali. So he is his brother, and he was worshipping his brother very nicely when he was Upendra. But then when Upendra left, Indra got caught up in his sense gratification activities. He was after pride, adoration, distinction. He wanted his kicks, right? He wanted to be worshipped. And he wasn't worshipped, he got upset, and then he created a big deluge. And then he got put down. Krishna taught him a lesson. So Pad's form of sense gratification, and sense gratification is all in the mind. We have to train our mind with the siksha, sadhana and the seva, right? We just went through it multiple times. Get your siksha from your spiritual master. Increase the purity and intensity of your sadhana. Then do good seva. And then find ways to do more. That's what enthusiasm means, Finding ways, and Srila Prabhupada's example, he had so many obstacles, but he was determined. He was determined to fulfill. At the age of 70, he came to the US with virtually nothing in his pocket. Why? Following the instruction. He made the instructions of his guru his life and soul. That's what we all need to work on. Making the instructions of our guru our life and soul. Okay? That's it. Any questions? Questions?
I want to add one line to the last part you said, that one time somebody asked Srila Prabhupada that, you're going to preach to the US. So he says, and you're taking books. So he said, no, the Srimad Bhagavatam is taking me.
Yes.
So like that is why he said this is because his Guru Maharaj said that you can speak in English, so you can preach in the West. So, like he made a mission. So then he was carrying the books, and so he says he's so humble. Imagine if I'm going somewhere, I'll say, these books are taking me. So much faith he had in the books. I wish we could have that in this lifetime. So then we can also distribute and follow his footsteps, your progress.
So come here to Bhakti House.
Yeah.
Come here to Bhakti House, Seva Saturdays, join the calls on Wednesdays, join the calls on Saturdays, and then pick up a service, right? I know you're doing service, then...
But not very dedicatedly.
No, but you're doing service, and then see if you can do one more.
Yeah.
That's the challenge. Swayam Bhagwan Swami, right? Swayam Bhagwan Krishna, Kesha Maharaj, he says, comfort zone, that means we're very comfortable doing what we are. Crisis zone, that means we are in deep trouble, whatever it is, whether it's spiritual, material. We always crisis comfort, we have to be the between, as he calls it, the creative zone. Don't be in crisis mode, then you can't focus on Krishna. Don't become comfortable also. When you become comfortable, try to see what you can do. Add a little bit more with the intensity and beauty. Okay? Yeah. Anything else? So many questions. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought you guys were all sleeping. Yes, he had a question. Yes.
Thank you, Brajendra Kumar, for providing a lot of new insights as well, and then very good class, and then I could able to relate on many of the incidents what I was having a journey in the last few months. One quick question, the sense of purpose of Siksha. Let's say when I got in contact with ISKCON initially, my sense of purpose, and now the sense of purposes are changing. Is it natural or sense of purpose should be determined?
No, it's natural, right? You're knowing your purpose. You did not know you were driving the car without knowing where you were going before. Now you have we have a GPS in your car. What is the GPS?
Guru position.
Yeah. I heard the answer here from somebody said it. What is it? No. Close. Yeah, you were close. But you need remove that, throw it away and put the Guru Parampara system in your car. Yeah, Guru Parampara system, the teachings from our Guru Parampara. That's what Srila Prabhupada is giving us. He's summarizing and giving us the juice, the best part of the juice from all our Gurus. That's why it's important to read his books.
The sense of purpose can be changed time to time.
It will evolve. It will evolve, but Srila Prabhupada had a clear sense of purpose. Follow the Guru's instructions. Your Guru might change his, if you are meeting the goals, your goal will not be the same, right? Just like at work. They will give you higher goals if you are meeting your goals. But there will be a goal. Guru knows what you are capable of and he will give you based on your capabilities.
Yeah, the more you surrender, the more it's going to be revealed.
Yes, that's a better way of answering.
That means, Suresh, you are surrendering more and more.
Good.
And you have more to do anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's a lot of new insights on the points as well. I think we can discuss later.
Yes, I know Mataji's raised their arms on this side.
Prabhuji, am I right? This is how I address? Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's not a Maharaj Sannyasi yet. He's working towards that.
I'm still learning. I made mistakes. I'm being cautious. Prabhuji, the story you told about how Srila Prabhupada's life was, that was very inspiring for me because somewhere I realized that I was longing for it. Because I only saw that Prabhupada is Krishna's devotee and he gave us everything, but I was really longing for it. So thank you for covering that. And if you don't mind going to the summary of it, the yellow highlighted one, would you mind going to that on the screen, please? Because the statement said where the false ego and goodness, those were highlighted.
Oh, the verse you mean?
The verse summary.
Okay.
Yeah, 18.26, I believe. Yeah, this one. So this one says that one who performs his duty without association, without false ego, without wavering, this is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. But then what I heard throughout your preaching or discourse, your speech was doing service, having no false ego. But then this translation is saying without all this. So I could
without what? It says
without association, without false ego.
Prabhupada answered it in the very first line, right? A person in Krishna consciousness is transcendental to the material modes of nature.
So this one leads to mode of goodness, which is one of the natures of the mind, which is sattvic, right?
He said a person in Krishna consciousness is above the modes already. So if you are doing things for the pleasure of Krishna, you're above the modes. If you're doing things for your own pleasure, then the modes of material nature come into play. And you could be in the mode of goodness, you could be in the mode of passion, depending on what it is you're desiring and the intensity of your desires and the ways you accept. But if you're doing things for the pleasure of Krishna, by following the instructions of the Guru, you're not on the material platform.
Prabhu, that is the same question I have. If you go to the previous slide. If you see that the three material modes of nature, Sattvic mode is a mode of goodness.
It is a prerequisite to be in the mode of goodness, to transcend the modes. You cannot fly, to fly from here to, let's say, we are going to North Carolina for a Guru Maharaj Vyaspuja, right? We have to be at the airport because that's where the flight lands. It's not going to land in front of your house. Same way, to transcend the modes, we have to reach the mode of goodness first. Then it's a springboard to take off.
But again, at the end, if you see that without association with the modes of material nature, and then again, end result is Prabhu, it is taking to the mode of goodness only, right?
No. Srila Prabhupada told us, you have to have faith in the teachings of the Guru, Prabhu.
No, we are trying to understand.
Yeah, I know, I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm putting it right.
So, based on the previous slide, Prabhu, I thought that even without all of this, if you have mode of goodness, that state of mind which is sattvic, then you're good. But from your speech, what I heard, the points you covered is that do this, this and this, so that you are, you have Krishna consciousness, and that will take you to the transcendental level is what you're saying.
Without mode of goodness, you will not approach a Guru. You will not ask him questions submissively. You will not render service. When you render service and you are taking in his instructions, you are transcending and you are doing seva. If you are doing seva for your own benefit, then that's not a transcendental mode. If you are doing things for your own pleasure, I showed you the verses, right? It says, engage your senses for the pleasure of Krishna. But if you are engaging your senses for your own pleasure, that is the material mode. If you are engaging your senses for the pleasure of Krishna, that is the transcendental mode.
Prabhu, then engaging your senses for own self is also into the mode of goodness is okay?
It's not okay. You are in mode of goodness means you are continuing life, birth and death.
Sugar-coated poison.
Yeah, sugar-coated poison. Somebody said, yeah, Rajkarupa. It's not okay. Like people who do philanthropic work without any knowledge of Krishna, they're in the mode of goodness. They're going to get to a higher level of prison. It's just an AC, nice meals, it's still prison. You're not getting out of prison. That's mode of goodness.
So, Prabhuji, like suppose I'm in the mode of goodness, and I'm opening hospitals and doing all these things. I'll have to come back again to get the benefit. Again, cycle of birth and death.
Right.
We have to transcend them all.
You'll go to a material planet, the 7 material worlds. There's a heavenly world, it's material world. Even Brahma Loka is material world. You might become Brahma because of all the pious acts, but then you fall down, you use up your credits. Huh?
Let me finish one thing, Prabhuji, and I'm not looking for an answer right away. We can take it up later, or Prabhuji, you can explain. So there are 3 natures of mind. One is mode of goodness.
Material mode. There are 3 material modes.
Material modes. One is mode of goodness. One is mode of passion. The other one is mode of ignorance. Let's say we identify that we are not in mode of goodness. Then how to identify and make sure that we are in mode of goodness we are not in mode of goodness. My bad again. We are not in mode of goodness. How to attain that is my question, but I can take answer later.
Read the Bhagavad Gita under the instruction of a spiritual master. You will not understand it on your own. Read the Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada answer said, come to the Bhakti house on every Sunday. Come to the classes. Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. Come to Srimad Bhagavatam. This is what we talk about.
So those people who do not have mode of goodness, they are not doing this is what you are saying?
No. They might be in the mode of goodness because of some other reasons. But you wanted to know how, I'm giving you the quickest way for you, based on my knowledge.
Just give the names which saying goodness, passion, ignorance. So most of us will be knowing it, but some of may not. Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic, right? So these are three modes are still in the material level, and to go to the Krishna conscious level, which is transcendental to the modes of material nature, that is called Shuddha Sattvic, or in English, pure goodness. So in the goodness, we have to stay to be able to go to pure goodness. So as much as we are always or close to goodness, it's easy to jump to the pure goodness, and by associating, by seva and everything, whatever we do, that person is in Krishna conscious. So that's the example Mataji gave, opening a hospital, right? In goodness, but still materially, according to the things they are doing, not Krishna conscious yet. Because pure goodness will not come that easy unless we can become Krishna conscious or conscious of Krishna. And how do we become to that level? By performing services, inquiring submissively. So first approaching, inquiring submissively, and then taking the instructions and then performing the services. So that's been instructed, guided us through Srila Prabhupada's books. So in platform wise, you can just say 4 platforms, not just 3. If this is here, but there's a line, we jump to, or we can go to, the pure goodness stage. So that's called Krishna consciousness and level stage. That's why the first line is this: a person in Krishna consciousness is in which mode?
Transcendental.
Pure goodness, yes, pure goodness. It's transcendental to the material 3 modes: goodness, passion, ignorance, pure goodness. So now we know one thing from your class, thank you very much, class. Being in the material modes, one danger is there. You are in goodness, but if you don't push yourself up, you can
fall down.
And down. Then difficult, and down. Then more difficult to be, keeping there. So Krishna consciousness, what role Krishna consciousness plays? It helps us to, what's the word? Not dream, but aspire. Look forward to, right? I'm not going to dream now. Krishna was dream. To go forward up, because now we know it. Yes. Otherwise, I'm still in goodness, but I'm still in the material mode. It's danger is there. Every step is danger. Padam, padam, vipadam. I can go down. So Krishna consciousness Prabhupada he brought here. One chance is there. If I perform everything, stay in goodness, and perform devotional service, I am going to go up for sure. If not, I won't propose dhoti, he'll pull me up. So this is how we have to, that's how you can see so clear Prabhupada gives. This is what we have to understand. We don't want to understand by the way things are laid out. In material world, everything is there in the material way. So we can only understand the material way. So Prabhupada comes and says, okay, that's fine, but there's a way out as well. Not that we are going to stay in the material world all the time. The way out, as if you want to do it. That's it. His choice is ours.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
Yes, Mataji.
I had 2 questions.
Okay.
So one of them is you had an excerpt from a purport of Srila Prabhupada defining enthusiasm, and he said that it's not an idle, it's not idle meditation.
Yeah.
Where? What is that? If you could just share it with me later on.
Just yeah.
No. Where can she find it?
Oh,
the book.
The purport.
Yeah. Where?
NOI.
Oh,
of instruction 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
But determination was not NOI. I just looked up determination in
Is it
Vedabase.
devotion?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Yeah, the enthusiasm bit came from the nectar of instruction,
Okay.
verse 3, that.
No. The second one, no?
The determination or?
There are 2 except one top and one on the bottom. I thought, I cannot remember which were.
Second one was from nectar of instruction.
I read Bhakti
This one?
somewhere.
The enthusiasm one?
Yeah, Bhakti
That
Sidhu.
one- No,
The
that's
bottom one.
from NOI.
The bottom one.
That's from NOI.
Oh, but from Bhakti Sidhu, from Nectar Devotion.
I mean, they borrow it from Bhakti Rasamrita
Gotcha.
Sindhu, but it's
Right.
quoted
Right.
in the nectar of instruction. Yeah.
That's why Adal actually looking at. Oh, Adal. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay.
And then the other question is, so you discussed like we're chanting, We are chanting to ask for services, and if we are chanting and like not asking for, like not accepting the services that we're given, then it's kind of useless. But what is the reverse? What if you're doing the services but you neglect your chanting? Like,
That's also bad. Neglect your chanting. That you're breaking your primary promise to your guru, right? Especially for people like you who got initiated, you made a promise in front of the devotee congregation that you're going to chant 16 rounds a day. So you cannot. Siksha, sadhana, seva. Seva is not at the expense of sadhana. Sadhana has to be done. And sadhana has to lead to better seva. Seva cannot cannibalize sadhana.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
And you have to open up your heart, right? If you are in the situation. Nectar of Instruction 4 says you have to open up your heart to the Vaishnavas. So you can say, if you are in the situation where you're not able to chant your rounds. If I'm wrong, you can.
No, I'm just gonna simple language. You lost track. So, or you lost something. Lost my keys. What do you remember? You know, what do you think? How to track down the key?
Where's the last place we had it?
Last place. Great. So, I am at my sadhana level. I have lost track. What do?
Go back
track
to
is what?
Siksha.
Siksha. Go back to Siksha. Figure out, oh, I should be doing this. This cannot be done, neglected. Like the Siksha will help us maintain this or reaffirm this, why I'm doing these things. It happens, that's no big deal. That's why this cycle is very important to be followed. This is our cycle of life, how we're going on making sure. See? Go back. And Seva, okay, sadhana and Siksha are amazing. Like sometimes people come and say, no, I'm chanting. But they don't know the Seva, right? So I made a joke. Ask them, what mantra are you chanting? Is it Hare Krishna mantra? What does it mean? Please engage me in a service. But no service, right? So we remind some people, that's why we are existing like this. So again, we go back to sadhana and then Siksha again. Then figure out. Because this has to go the flow and then increase conviction. That's what it mentioned.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Do you still have a question? Yeah. Can she get
Okay, go. Hey, go, we can go ahead. Let's go.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I enjoyed your class, and one point I really enjoyed is that if our sadhana is not good, that means that we lack faith in our instructions or in our shiksha. So my question was, does shiksha or hearing from people make us steady in our sadhana, or does it give us rise to sadhana? Does it start the beginning of our process, or is it supposed to make us deeper?
Both, I think. When you listen to the Vaishnavas, advanced Vaishnavas or Gurus or Siksha Gurus, it is supposed to lead you to sadhana, right? Siksha is supposed to lead you to sadhana and lead you to a better quality of sadhana as well. If you are already doing sadhana, then it needs to improve that quality of the sadhana, purity and intensity. Right? That's, it's the never-ending loop, right? Like Siksha, sadhana, seva. When you do seva in the right mood, it increases your conviction in the Siksha. So you go back and revisit it and it means more to you, whatever your Guru is saying. So then it makes you chant with more sincerity, chant with more intensity. I want to do more service, or I want to do the service I'm doing better. Yeah. Done? I think we're done.
Mention one thing about what she was asking, the three modes of material nature. So I'm just thinking as everything is Krishna's arrangement, three modes of material nature. And we also hear that in this material world, if we don't have association of devotees or we are not connected to, read books and everything, then Maya Devi comes in the picture, Bhakti Devi. And she's one person who does not want non-serious candidates to reach Krishna. She's standing there, she's doing a seva. So when we are in this daldal or this, material modes of nature, we are stuck up, we have to transcend it in something or the other. Like for example, Radhika Rupa Mataji was saying that suppose the quality of rounds or something is not happening, find the way, find the sattvic mode, get up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, before 9, finish your rounds. I mean, just struggle. Like you were saying, there were two struggles. Somewhere or the other, do it in a way where you can just kind of stick on to above the mode of goodness. And if we take a whole picture together, then I mean, we hear of it, oh, you know, like we can be into Maya, we can go into this, and Maya Devi is very strong, and she will not, you know, like, so it's kind of everything is so interconnected. So we have to be very, very serious and understand that these three modes of material nature will just keep us here in the cycle of birth and death. So I'm just repeating that. So I thought I just wanted to make a connection of Maya Devi, Bhakti Devi, who's doing a seva of Krishna, and us in this pool of, you know, so, and all this, we can only get enlightenment through reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Then what we are in a very serious situation actually. People are like saying, like one time Prabhupada was saying, he went somewhere and asked someone, how are you? Oh, I'm doing good. He was in the hospital lying down with his leg up and, no, I'm doing well, you know. What you're doing well? You're in this birth, death, old age, disease, and the three other kind of problems are also there. 7 of them are hanging on us, and we are saying we are good. So, just wanted to add. But I'm going to speak these lines because of inspiration from your class. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thanks to Srila Prabhupada.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna. And please forgive me for any mistakes or offenses I made, or if I offended somebody with my answers. It wasn't intentional.
Now all of us can slowly rise for Arati.
And today, Matajis are going to be by Srila Prabhupada.
Nita Gona Tara, 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 Nita Gona Shri Nita Gona Tara, Krishna Kristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Go, Hare Sapai Rajikacharya Astota Rashata Shri Shri Mani His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai! Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai! Vishnupada Bhadam Sapai Rajikacharya Astota Rashata Shri Shri Mani His Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai! Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai! Brahmacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai! Prem Se Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai! Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai! Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai! Mathura Dham Ki Jai! Mayapur Dham Ki Jai! Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai! Ganga Maya Ki Jai! Yamuna Maya Ki Jai! Vrinda Devi Ki Jai! Bhakti Devi Ki Jai! Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai! The most beautiful Lordship Shri Srinidhi Gaur Natharaj Ki Jai! Orlando Ki Jai! Gaur Premanandi! All glories to the assembled devotees! All glories to the assembled devotees! All glories to the assembled devotees! All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga! All glories to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai!
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to Sunday's love. Please, special welcome to Mataji, who was about to leave, and now stays with us all along now. Thank you, Prabhuji, and Pidaji is there. Thank you for visiting us and coming and staying with us, and hopefully you'll enjoy the program. As I was telling you outside, we do in the section so we can all grasp the need of the understanding of the teachings, how we can take it slowly, right? So nice kirtan, katha, arati. Now we have japa, and then we have Vaishnava bhajan. Everyone lined up, and very easy for me these days now making up flyers like that. No need to announce me for me. Read it up, do whatever we need to do, call the numbers, and get it done. We're gonna move into this kind of advertisements going forward. Coming up Janmashtami, put a banner there for 1 month ago. People see this, Janmashtami is coming this date, or different programs. So this will be easier for us. And right now here on the calendar, October 21st, next Sunday. Because a lot of things are going on. So we have to, October 29th was the day to do the Harinam, last Sunday of the month. But we'll be doing on October 21st. So Shri Tusimati can come join us because the presentation is next week, right? And actually we have Veg Fest on 28th. So all day we'll be out. Some of us will be there from 8 o'clock and come back at 8 p.m., 8 to 8 almost, right? So we will be there for Veg Fest. And the address I'll send you near Lake or somewhere, not too far, Robinson Street. Exact address I'll be sending out in the Facebook message. So that's happening on October 28th. So next day we definitely will be not enough energy. And then that day we also have Festival of Inspiration. Right? First day of Kartik. Woo! Hari Bol. Same day, same Kartik. So October 21st, 21st or 21st?
21st.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Okay, that's happening. And then November's one will be shifting it to the second week in November because first week the boys are already out from here. And December's one somewhere in December. So we are doing one Harinam per month or twice, but covering it from the previous month. So yeah, please come join us. Very wonderful session by Brajendra Kumar Prabhu. And different ways we can all engage in the Sadhana Seva Shiksha cycle. So wonderful ways we can all participate, and we offer so many services here that can be done in a very fun way, right? It's not like teaching things, right? And amazing Gaurarthi Mauritius, very nice. I can see how the devotees are dedicated to come. Yeah, we can give a round of applause. Once more? Or do you want once more? No. Next time, next week. Yeah. So I can see the devotees how they come forward and try. I know she is a good singer, but they will try as if they don't know anything. So they will put all their effort, all their hearts in there, just like Mother Yashoda was trying to find Krishna, putting all the effort, and the mercy flows of the Lord. So thank you very much for that. What's the go back slide? I know I jumped again. Okay, new guests. Mataji is there, and your dad or uncle is there, and your husband was outside, like, is there? Okay, so anyone else here for the first time? Oh, okay, family. Oh, right. So thank you, Mihir, for coming here, bringing your wonderful parents. What's your name, Mataji? What's your name? Alpa Mataji, Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Hare Krishna, for coming. And what's your name, sir? Manoj Prabhu, thank you for coming. How long are you staying with us?
Up to January.
Oh, wow. All right. We'll celebrate Christmas here, okay? Come to not anywhere else. Very
And
nice.
earlier today, one of Mihir's neighbors came.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's
the Mataji that was here earlier, Ram.
That's his mom.
No.
Yeah. She's the one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, he dropped them to do services.
I see.
And then
Okay.
so, thank you also, Mataji, coming for the first time and right in the Seva. We need some Shiksha Sadhana also, okay? Great. Okay, who else raised hands here? You the first? Okay, where are you from?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. So,
India.
India, right? No, but you're in UCF?
Yeah, UCF.
Oh, okay, thank you for joining. We have a club. Do we have the flyers in here?
Not right
Yeah,
here.
we can add the flyer.
Okay.
Or if you have separately, you can show it up. We have also Thoughtful Thursday programs in Business Administration Building, room 2, number 206, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Every Thursday. So come join us. Very wonderful sessions happening. Right, thank you. Who else is new? Oh, you guys. How are you guys? 3 of you. UCF.
UCF.
Wow. All came together. Very nice. Yeah. What's your name?
Aditya.
Aditya. Atish. Saurav.
Avnish.
Avnish. Well, thank you very much for coming down here. And we'll see you more if you have time. If you don't have classes at that time, 7 p.m. on Thursdays. You have some, yeah, change it, okay? Or skip it. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, your friends can come and we'll get together and do our sessions together. Right, here, take a picture. If you scan this, it'll give you a link tree of all these different places we can join. So we are going out in whatever ways we can, to spread Krishna consciousness in the college. It's the only thing they don't teach. We have the spirit soul. So we have to go and take up that job without any salary. Yeah. So thank you. Okay, next one we can see what's up there. New guests. Thank you. All the new guests have been welcomed here nicely. Oh, Bhaktami's dad is here. Hare Krishna Prabhu. What's your name? Sohan Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. You come here for a long time. This is the first time you came this year? Okay. I don't know, but this year I don't remember. Okay, you came again. Well, anyway, welcome back. Thank you. Keep coming back. I'll just move here. Hare Krishna. Sunday Feast sponsors. Do you have a sponsor for Sunday Feast today? No? If anyone wants to sponsor Sunday Feast, please feel free to talk to Chidanjali and she'll give information. Hare Krishna. Was it, you want to sponsor it? Is that the way to say yes, I'm sponsoring? Next.
Of course, Prabhuji.
Lost and found.
Yes.
All lost.
We have something lost and found here, but I think that person is not here. I know who it is.
So both of them, the chopper bag and the jacket?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Is it jacket?
Yeah. Yeah, in any way, if you forget something, always call the temple number. And if we have it, we'll let you know. If it's something expensive things, you will forget, buy glasses or earphones. So we keep it if we can. And that's this one is good. Next, what's this?
Before that?
That's all right. I think
Yeah.
I have one more thing to say, but I already forgot now.
Oh, I was not.
Go back.
Okay.
Fees, guest, announcements. Okay. Channel be happy, right? Yeah, this is the main. What are the activities now? In events, upcoming activities. 21st, going to Harinam next Sunday. Following is Veg Fest. Please come, as many of you are available, please definitely come there. Festival, the special talk is there. Karthik is on the 29th. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. Thank you. So once again, thank you once again very much. And now we have the Jama talk. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Oh! Go! Yeah, Jai!
Hey Krishna. So we had a wonderful class today. No, really wonderful class. It's simple to understand and where we are to where the gap is and how to improve. It was really helpful. So I don't need to say anything about chanting, right? Because Prabhu gave everything what we need to know. But we all know the very meaning of chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is.
O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service.
Loudly, please.
O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service.
So we all want to engage ourselves, our mind, heart, our physical body and everything in the service of the Lord. I will tell one pastime in the Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, he was giving a lecture somewhere with a group of people. One person who is like a good scholar in mundane education, he did, can we be silent please? Can we be silent please? so that we can laugh at the end, right? So Prabhupada was giving a class, and one person who is educated, maybe doctor or something, so he did ask at the end of the class, Prabhupada, why you guys are always chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, nothing else? What does it give? It doesn't give me anything. I don't think it does give me anything. And Prabhupada said, who is that fool? Who said it? That person got very angry because he's probably known in the community, and he stood up and said, Prabhupada, I did not think that you would say that. I thought sadhus are very kind and calm and should pick the words that you call me. Then Prabhupada said, I didn't mean to call you. When I called you fool, you stood up immediately. Right? So with the anger I'm calling you, you're able to represent yourself. But when we are chanting the holy name with the love, do you think Krishna will not respond? He will. So it is very important for us to pick up the chanting beats and give some time to Krishna, have one-on-one, 1-800 Krishna talk. He will respond to us. And one other quote I heard is, the holy name does not kill the demon. It kills the demonic tendencies in the heart of the demon. So we don't need to kill demon, we just need to convert him into a devotee. We need to remind him, he was a devotee before, convert him to a devotee, and there are no more demons that will be there. And basically it awakens the pure love and compassion of the soul. So with that mood that we want to kill our demonic nature within our mind, so let's pick up the chanting beats. We all know it's only quarter of round we are doing, and we all encouraged to pick up the full beat, which will have 108 beats. And we'll start with invocation prayers. You all know, if not, you all can chant together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please don't try to touch, I forgot to tell, don't touch with this finger, and if you touch, just pray to Lord, sorry I made a mistake. And then we're going to, when you're chanting the Maha Mantra, we're going to pull the beat towards you. We want to invite Lord Damodar, Lord Sri Krishna and Radharani into your heart. Our intention is for them to stay closer, so we're going to pull them, pull the rope, right? Like that. So let's proceed. We all go together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasani Gaura Bhattavrinda. Thank you.
So now we'll move on to the next part of the session, the Vaishnav Bhajan. Or were you going to do it on your phone? Okay. Control plus. Samandi. Or would you want to control this? Okay. And so the translation, somebody can get started on reading the translation.
O Lord Hari, I have spent my life uselessly, having obtained a human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna. I have knowingly drunk poison.
The treasure of divine love in Golok Vrindavana has descended as the congregational chanting of Lord Hari's holy name. Why did my attraction for this chanting never come about? Day and night, my heart burns from the fire of the poison of worldliness, and I have not taken the means to relieve it.
Lord Krishna, who is the son of the king of Braja, became the son of Sachi, Lord Chaitanya, and Balarama became Nitai. The holy name delivered all those souls who were lowly and wretched. The two sinners, Jagai and Madai, are evidence of this. O Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, accompanied by the daughter of Vrishabhanu, please be merciful to me now. Narottama Das says, O Lord, please do not push me away from your reddish lotus feet, for who is my beloved except for you?
Jai.
Brajendra
next we'll go into the Prabhupada quote for today, which we read by the people. Oh, the table is small.
No, we don't do.
No table? Okay. I'll just put it up on the screen then, or...
Okay, I thought from here.
Oh, yeah, it was blocked whenever, so I'm sorry. I couldn't reach it.
January 2nd, 1972, Bombay. My dear Von Paul Reed, please accept my blessings. I thank you for your letter dated 15th of December, 1971. I am very pleased that you and your family have decided to join our Krishna consciousness movement seriously, and I thank you also for the dakshina you have sent. Your proposal for establishing a Krishna consciousness community on the land which you have is very good. Whenever we get some land available, we should take the opportunity to develop it into an ideal community as envisioned for New Vrindavan. We can have a great many such communities all over the world so that people everywhere can see how, by leading a pure and simple life of Krishna consciousness, all one's needs in life can be satisfied. Actually, the so-called civilization of the Kali Yuga, with its over-industrialization, has not been able to give to man the happiness he is seeking. So, as you say that your land is very suitable for cow protection and for tulsi to grow, then Krishna is giving you the opportunity to develop this program. Protect some cows, grow crops, and if possible, provide fresh milk and butter for the temples nearby. And the rest of your time, chant Hare Krishna and read my books. In this way, you can live very peacefully without any disturbances from anyone. Please offer my blessings to your good wife and son and to the other devotees at ISKCON Seattle. I hope this meets you in the best of health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
And then we'll have Haridam Prabhu read Prabhupada quote for the day.
Mayapur, October 15, 1974. As Brahma is thinking to create a universe, you are thinking to create a skyscraper building. The ant is thinking to create a hole within the room. The quality of the work is the same. But because we are fools that these things are material, it will not stay. Prabhupada ki
Jai. So yeah, one announcement I forgot to make. So just for the parents with kids, if they are going to the bathroom, restroom, please go with them. Just they need help, and any things remain unclean, so the parents can follow them, make everything nice, and also help them out together. So that's one thing. And as we have heard from Vibhav's letter from Prabhupada which she read, we have Netflix. Similarly, there's another streaming service called Peacock. Some of you know, may not know, some may not know. The Peacock has spent a lot of money to make a documentary to find something wrong about ISKCON. This is one done in a long time back in Vrindavan. So this is a public news, so all of us can tell anyone who comes to us, say, oh, I watched this episode of documentary. That was happened 35 years ago. Everything has been resolved, Vrindavan is in good shape now. Many Krishna conscious activities are happening. And that person who was involved in there also was expelled from ISKCON, and then he got out and he had to serve the term. He went through those things. So that person was already, ISKCON took the proper actions at that time, right? So this social, what do you call this? And what is Netflix like? What kind of streaming services which shows movies? There's so many HBO and everything. So they are finding something bad in those organizations which are doing good now, and they want to find those things to say, okay, now look at this. But as long as all the members should know, this happened a long time back. ISKCON rectified all the problems, and it's now in a good shape. A lot of great things are happening there in Vrindavan and all other places too. So this is the only target I am thinking, but we don't know yet. The trailer is out on YouTube, but whatever they'll portray, we don't know. Definitely will have some negative effect on ISKCON as Hare Krishnas.
So all of us has to make sure that we have any differences, solve it right away. We don't want to get another movie made out of us here, right? So that's how to protect our organization in the same way. And now whatever they're doing, all is going all around the world have to get together and just say good things about it. No, this is not what it was. And whatever happened, they have taken care of that time. So it's important. I know it's not a good news to give you, but it's important for us to know about this. Okay, Hare Krishna.
About the Kartik program, very detailed, some people asking Kartik home program.
Yes, they have to ask on the phone number.
Okay.
Yes, go to the phone number and ask all the details you have to know. Okay? Yes. There you go.
So now let the prasadam prayers commence.
Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani
Sunday Love Feast Key. Everyone remember to take pictures of their most beautiful lordships. It may not be a festival day on the calendar, but it sure is a festival day every day in their dressing. They look so beautiful. So post it, share it. Like Prabhu was saying, part of devotional service is sharing this, sharing Sri Sri Nitai Gaur Nataraj with
To your
everybody.
friends and enemies both.
Yeah. To everyone. Nice, nice. Sunday Love Feast Key! Yay!
Okay guys, so Kadam is here, please. Take pictures. Kadam, stay here with us. How much you want to?